and there's still a lot I don't know, but there's a lot that we've kind of figured out in the last few years. So once we finished the Still the King, we got out and we were like, all right, now what do we do? We did 2 seasons. We had nothing in the pipeline. So Shannon and I kind of rebooted. We were like, shit, what are we going to do? We have nothing. And shows that show took a year and a half to get going.
Pipeline. I mean,
it's like, so we were just like, all right, let's dig in. So we gave, from the record label, we gave ourselves a film fund. We invested in a couple movies to kind of see how, like, what is the investing side? How is that working? And I learned a ton of it through Shannon, but we kept seeing the person making the money is a distribution company. Okay. Like, all right, so we need that. Well, Shannon has direct deals to Walmart and Amazon and all that. So he called him up through the music side and he was like, hey, give me a deal on the movie side. So we started our own direct deals. So now we can do basically anything A24 can do, we can do. Which is nice because now when we have a movie, we go, all right, well, it's like on the case of Old Henry. We finished Old Henry. We got an offer from one of the major studios for Old Henry, but it was for not quite 2x what we had in it.
Okay.
And we were like, nah, we know we can hit a little more than that on our model. Yeah. They came up a little bit and we were like, we can't do it. We know we can hit more. And so we just did it ourselves, but we wouldn't have known that. And that's what, a lot of filmmakers will go sell their movie. You make a $2 million movie and you sell it for $500,000 as a MG, you're like, they'll give you $500,000 plus whatever it makes, we get a percentage. You'll never see more money because they have all their marketing expenses. They have all their, and also they hide money and you have to audit them to get it. We invested in Jane Silent, or what's it, Jane Silent Bob? One of them. We audited the company and they owed us like $900,000. And we were like, and there's no punishment. All they do is go, oh, sorry. And then they pay you.
Word.
So that's like, there's so many pitfalls in this business. And you just, when you don't know, you just get rolled over. And so it's like learning it has been such a big piece of it. And, it's fun. A lot of it's fun. A lot of it's,
Is it crazy to think how you...
I wish I could give this to whatever.
Yeah. I mean, how you, looking back now, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think how you kind of stormed the castle.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, nobody was going to, Shannon and I took a meeting after Still the King. He got a meeting through, I don't know if it was like, his artists are repped at the big agencies.
Sure.
So we go out there and he's like, can you get us a meeting on the film side? So Shannon and I go out there, we sit down, and we're 2 dudes from Nashville who did a show. We're like, we want to make movies. And they're like, yeah, dude, everyone wants to make movies. And so we left the meeting going, oh, nobody's going to give us shit. Like, you have to do it on your own, especially being outside Nashville. Like, you have to go prove it because nobody's going to give you, you can tell me all day I can make a movie. Until you make a movie, you can't make a movie. Like that's how everybody thinks. And so you're just like, but I can make a movie. Like,
but it's not so, is looking at the movie process daunting to you in any way? I mean,
less so now.
Yeah, less so.
Because I understand what to do with it once you make it now. And that helps going into it, what you want to do with it.
And you would have only learned that by just going through.
Making errors. Like fumbling our way through it for the last 5 years.
So now you have recently just done... You have a new movie coming out.
Yes.
Right?
So we
South
did
Carolina or something?
North
Where
Carolina.
were you? North Carolina.
Yeah. So this was, once Old Henry came out, it did well. And my agents, I started getting scripts from everywhere. So I had, in like the 9 months after Old Henry, I have a list at home. It's like 150 scripts I read. And out of those 150, there was like 3 that were good. And one of them I read and it kept sticking with me. And it was called A Problem of Providence. And it's like this, it was a dark comedy. Everyone makes a terrible decision, everybody dies. Like the best kind of movie. And so I was like, all right, that seems fun. And I love watching those movies. So I could direct that. And I didn't want to get stuck in a Western bubble or I don't want to get stuck in a bubble.
You want to get typecast, yeah.
Because that happens. And so it's like, I'm going to do something different.
Sure.